Good evening. Welcome, Whittier School Committee members, Representative Dempsey, Superintendent Mr. DeRosa, Principal Miss Lynch, administrators, faculty, teachers, friends, family. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Hello especially to the Whittier class of 2012, and welcome to your own graduation. You're all just awesome. And I hope you've come to understand this in your past 4 years. I would first like to thank you, class of 2012, for the privilege to speak for you at your graduation. It's an honor and I simply adore microphones. Therefore, I'll spare no effort in glorifying you all, because there's a whole lot of good to point out. Everyone, please join me in recognizing this extraordinary group. So, here is the glorious quote. It's from Clint Eastwood. Yeah. Anybody can do well at something he loves. It's just a question of finding the right subject. It's just a question of finding the subject. Whittier is all about finding the subject, hence the shops. So, since our interview in 8th grade and our decision to enroll at a vocational technical high school, we've been in the process of finding that subject. Even as we took our first steps into the main lobby, bewildered by a cacophony of claps, cheers, hurrahs, and hoo-fives on freshman day, we were headed in the direction of finding our subjects. Throughout freshman year, if any of us can think back to 2008, we were exposed to a lifetime's worth of careers in just 9 months. The bonds we made with our shop groups proved lasting for many of us, and there were plenty of friends we found that might just last us our whole lives. By the time 4th term came around, we knew more than we needed or sometimes wanted to know about all our options. Parting with our exploratory groups was tough. They were the first friends we'd made at Whittier, but we knew it was time to move on. That was the huge first step into finding the true subject we'd excel in. And that first step is what separates us from any ordinary high school. Sophomore year, Sophomore year brought with it confidence and generally a few inches of height. We were bigger now, mostly in the head. The hallways became comprehensible. The junior parking lot seemed so much closer. And the freshmen finally weren't us. In shop, we were laying our roots, digging into the curriculum or switching to the right vocational areas. A minimum 3 periods of math per day is what most of us remember. But it just made physical education that much sweeter to have junior year, eh? Skills USA even recruited us, a few of us back then. That means we were part of the bigger picture. We were the big kids to some students with big plans awaiting all of us. We were setting our own tracks and riding our own trains down them toward the future we wanted, with our subjects, be it our vocations or something else, in line with our own grand compasses. Junior year came and went incredibly fast. We had some freedom in choosing an elective, some recognition in our shops just for progressing as normal. Underclassmen could come to us for advice and we could answer. We became the wise ones. We were the translators between the younger students below us and the greater world awaiting. Co-op became real and tangible. So did the junior parking lot. For some of us, college was at the tips of our fingers, and for all of us, high school was in full swing. This past year has provided all of us with our 15 minutes of fame. As we won our own medals, made our own bike pieces, earned our own cosmetology licenses, picked our own cakes, etc. We've learned the value of getting up early to capture a rental spot in the senior parking lot. We've learned the value of money from co-op. We've learned the value of money from the vending machines. We've learned the value of money from that extra 10 cents we had to pay for lunch this year. We've firmed up our plans for the road ahead, whether it's college, industry, or both. And we're all really just on the edge of finding our subjects right now, at the end of our senior year. Repeat, at the end of our senior year. We're both old and young. We're tired and ready. We are exhausted, and we are freaking pumped. We've spent a while in this den, learning, living, and proving even more. The class of 2012 has waved goodbye to Billy Mays, Michael Jackson, and Steve Austin. Yeah, it's true. We've watched a perfect season for varsity football. We've seen a hockey team come to life. We've recently seen a varsity basketball team for the ages. We birthed one heck of a lacrosse team, made it to the playoffs. We've seen the Model UN team explode with success. We've seen the Key Club help the school and community in countless ways. The multicultural and GSA clubs hosted an unprecedented amount of school-wide events. The radio show was reborn in 2011, and the new media club already hosted its own field trip. Peer-to-peer has been strong. The salsa club had a good run. And we've sent more than a few students to Skills USA Nationals. Student government has had a miracle-ridden past year, and for the past 3 years, the Whittier Drama Club has sold out like crazy. As I said, this class is just awesome. As I also said, Whittier is all about finding that one subject early on. That perfect skill that sets each of us in our rightful place among society's giants. And by the way, we're gonna be those giants. Now, whatever shop we're from, whatever we've been involved in, what we've done, loved, learned, regretted, or decided, we've all gotten closer, light years closer to that one right subject. No matter the failures or successes we've experienced, no matter the points we've made and the questions we've raised, we've all been inevitably encroaching on the things we love and the lifetime that'll bring us each our own true happiness. Now that this tech has shown us just how quickly we can swallow whole a favorite subject and become as masterful as we want, we leave here knowing just how skilled we all are. After 3 years in a shop we enjoy, 3.25 years, many of us have already emerged as certified adults. 3 years! What we want to become is just waiting out there for us and unbelievably attainable. There's too much to learn from this world to let any of it go by unnoticed, especially if we're walking tradespeople after 3 years. Personally, I plan to live more than 3 more years. So that means I can learn 10 more trades by the time I'm 50, or increase my current knowledge tenfold, and that applies to everybody. All y'all. And as much as those 3 years of training taught us, perhaps the most valuable lesson of all came from freshman year. Dip your feet in as many waters as possible, and try as many things as you can. It'll only bring you closer to finding what your true subject is. For now. You worked for 4 years. Now is finally now, and it's time to let go. The sun is out. Celebrate because class of 2012. Happy graduation.